G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Now today, look, I'm going to do the thinkers again. Last time I did the black and copper. This time I'm going to do like a spring theme because it's almost spring here in Australia. Weather's starting to warm up a little bit. Baby birds are appearing. I know it's a bit early, but anyway. So, flowers, thinkers. Now, a couple of hours ago, I put just a little bit of resin in my little thinkers. The legs here are deeper, but in the head it's probably about a third deep, about that much in the heads. And I also put a little bit just on the chests there because I want to put some insects. So it's a little ladybug, lady beetle, lady bird, whatever you want to call it. It's not really a bird. So anyway, I'm going to pop these with a little bit of resin on there. I'm just going to pop it in there. And I thought I'll just do this first. I didn't video it because, you know, it's just putting a bit of clear resin in there. So basically just want to move that up a little bit. So there's a tiny little bit of resin in there. It's just a bit tacky so that things won't move around. And then in this one, this has got the biggest kind of chest area. That's the chest area. It's getting a bee. Yes, a little bee. So that can go in there. And again, it's sticking into that clear, tacky resin that's just sitting there. And then the last one is a little butterfly. I don't know if I want to take out that little bit of gold. I might just leave it there. It kind of looks like its head, doesn't it? Oh, I don't know. I'll just leave it because it's a charm. But, I mean, you could... Do I want to cut it off? Oh, should I? Shouldn't I? I guess I should. Because it looks like a charm, doesn't it? I'll just get my little wire snippers. There we go. That's gone. It's gone. There we go. That'll do. Little butterfly. So that's going in this one here. And we'll just push it down. I do have my tweezers and I've got my little sticks and things. Sometimes it's just easier to measure with your fingers though, isn't it? Just got to be careful. Clean off my finger. Clean off my finger. Oh gosh. All right, let's just melt that down a bit. All right. Yeah, don't use that. Use your tongs. That's what they're for. Got my little tongs. All right, so those are in. One each. Now, I want to use one of these. I'm sure you've all seen these little dried flowers. And I'm going to use those. I've got these dry flowers as well that I've never used. Purple, pink, blue, white. And then I've got some blues, some kind of reds, I guess, can go with the pinks. I haven't got any pinks, so I'm thinking, all right, let's do, oh gosh, I haven't got any purple, like apart from that, I haven't got any purple flowers. Maybe we can go like yellow and, purple and white together. And then like pink and red together and then blue and, yeah, that'll work. Blue and aqua together. So the first thing I need to do is, I really do need to get myself some more dried flowers. So the first thing I want to do is, I'm going to take one of these. Oh gosh, not ideal. Not ideal tongs. Just breaking it. Is there one in there? This one's broken. Like I've never even used it, but it's broken. All right, let's start again. So the pink and red. There's a nice red one there. Maybe I can use that one. I want to put one of these in each of the heads. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Not very easily. Oh gosh. All right, let's just get that out. And I know there's other ones as well, but I want that one. The one that doesn't want to come out is the one I want. Oh, there's my alarm going off to tell me that I need to come and start my video. Let me stop that. I just set it so that I could remember to come back when my resin was like sitting for 2 hours. Now, the ladybug is red, so we'll go reds in there. I'm hoping this is going to fit. Hoping that's going to fit just there. Like so. And because this top, well, there's a layer in there of resin, so I can just stick everything down without having to worry too much about, you know, everything sinking or getting lots of bubbles and things like that. So, right, that's the red little head, the red head. Now, the butterfly is a blue butterfly, so it can have a blue one. Let's see if I can get this. There's a nice one there actually. Oh, look, it's already open on the other side. Right, so the blue butterfly is going to have blues in it. And I'll just pop that down there. So I thought that would be nice, just like as a little face, all right? So we've got red and pink in this one. And then, well, the bee is yellow, so I guess it's just going to have this colour scheme. I don't really know yet. I don't really know. I'm just going to try and work it out as I go. See if I can get one of these that's not broken. That'll do. It's missing part of it. I wonder if I can snip it. Here's my little scissors. It's just missing the other half. I have to just cut that in half. Should have put the other one down, shouldn't I? Hope I've got the right way up. There we go. That'll work. That'll work. Okay. Now, I'm not going to bore you with adding everything in because it's going to take me a little while to work out what I want to put in, but I'll do a little bit and then I'll just put you on fast forward. Blue does not belong in there. Okay, so we're going to have red and pinks, I think, in here. This one we're going to have more of the yellows and creams and things. And then this one will have blues and aqua. Are we doing the purple? I think we were doing the purple in this one too, weren't we? Anyway, let's just get started. So I'm going to have to pick. I'm going to have to basically pick, you know, small flowers. I'm just going to get my little scissors, my little baby scissors. Alrighty. We'll just get started, I guess. Just going to snip off a few things. I don't really have much in the way of, really need some proper tongs. And I just don't have them. So I want to put, like, you know, the stem in there as well, not just the flowers. It's going to kind of go on a bit of an angle like that. Now these are really pretty, but they're way too big, way too big. This is cute. Look at that. There's another one of those. That can go in there. That can go right there. Look how pretty this is. don't need it all though, because it's quite large. I think there would be a good place just to snip that off. I can pop that in there. Oh my gosh, it just broke the top off it. Gee, these are very delicate, aren't they? I've never used these before. And you come back up here, because you need to go back up onto the top. Oh my gosh. I really need some proper little tongs. Where are my tongs? Where are my tongs? Found these. Anyway, that can just go there. I'll try and straighten that out. Okay, so the resin hasn't come all the way up there yet, because obviously it's much deeper here than it is there. So that's still got, yeah. All right. Oh, this is really pretty. I'm liking that one there. I don't know if I can put a bit of that in. Not necessarily the whole thing. See, it'll fit though, but it'll fit up here, like when the resin comes up a little bit deeper. So let's put it there for now. Because we'll still be able to see it, even though the resin hasn't come up that deep yet. It should still be all right, because we'll be able to see it from the other side. So anyway, you get the general idea, don't you, of what I'm doing. I'm going to put some of the other little turquoise ones in here before I lose everything. And then, yeah, like I said, I'll put you on fast forward because it's going to take me a long time. It's going to take long. All right, open this up. I haven't used this before. I actually got some dried flowers from, I don't know, from somewhere, Amazon or something. And Australian Customs stopped them and opened them and took out a whole heap. And then sent me an email saying that you can't have them back. So I got a few, but basically, yeah, Australian Customs, quarantine, I should say, quarantine, they took them, which is fair enough. You know, you be really careful what comes into the country. So I thought, oh, that's just hilarious. My resin goods have been confiscated. I felt like a drug lord or something. Oh. Don't bring that into the country, will you? Oh my gosh. Anyway, live and learn. All right, so there's some of those little turquoisey ones. Those are pretty too. Oh, you want to go in there, do you? There's no resin in there for you. But I guess if you don't like little fiddly jobs, then maybe you don't want to do this. There's a loose one. Okay, you can just stay there. Oh my gosh. So what else? I don't think I've really got much else in the way of blue. So anyway, enough chatting. You know what I'm going to do. I'm going to just put you on a time lapse and we'll get this done, hey? Otherwise I'm going to be here for hours. Righto, I think I'm done. I didn't want to overdo it. And a lot of things aren't touching the resin because the resin's only in the lower section. You may have noticed that I put some little gold crushed glass in the gold one, just a tiny sprinkle, and some little blue stones in the blue one, and red stones in the red one. Just a few, nothing too major. Now, because some of the things aren't touching, some of the flowers aren't touching the resin, I don't want to fill them up. I don't want to fill the molds up, otherwise it's just going to float. So I've got a tiny bit in here, just my Platinum 360 Plus, and basically I just want to drizzle, and get those little flowers that are floating just to be covered with a little bit of resin. And then once that goes tacky, then I can come and fill them up again, and I won't have to worry about them floating. Does that make sense? Because I don't want them all floating up to the surface, so I want to leave them where they are. So that's what I'm doing, just a little bit, just drizzling it in. See that little one there sitting precariously in front of the ladybug. But basically that's it. I think I ended up doing quite nicely with my colours. Yeah, it was a bit tricky. I'm thinking, oh gosh, what do I put in where? And you know, because it's only little, so you're pretty limited to what you can fit in there. It's a big flower in there, and I put a big flower in there, and I put a big flower in there, so that they're all kind of the same. A little bit more, drizzle a little bit more in, but not enough to make them float. And then we'll come back in a couple of hours and just fill them up. So yeah, that'll be nice and easy. I guess it's a good thing to do if you've got just a little bit of leftover resin, you know, and you don't know what to do with it. You can just think, oh yes, I'll just sprinkle a little bit over my thinkers, spring thinkers. All right, so that's pretty much it. We're leaving it there. And yeah, they won't float, because they're, you know, they're not suspended. They just got a little drizzle over the top, so they should be fine. Yeah, I'm loving it so far. I'm so happy with the way they're turning out. It's so pretty. All right, I'll see you soon. Right, these have had a chance to set up now. I can touch them. So now it's just a matter of filling them up. The only issue, and I don't know if it's an issue or not, but you know how the toes, the feet down here, are much deeper? They're going to have clear resin in them. They're not going to have any flowers in them, but you'll be able to see behind the feet. You'll see all the flowers. So I don't know whether that's going to be an issue or not, but that's how it is. I guess I didn't really think about that when I was pouring in my first little thin layer of resin. Which was much deeper in the feet than it was everywhere else, because I wanted a flat, level surface to put my flowers in. But never mind. I'm sure it's still going to be beautiful, even without any flowers in the toes. But yeah, I guess if you're doing this and you don't want to have clear toes like mine, you may want to put some flowers in the toes first. Or maybe you'll just pour it all at once. Maybe you don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. There's a little bit of resin stuck onto the top there that I'm just trying to get. Ah, got it. Got it. I'll just get that off so it doesn't stick to my wet resin, like so. All right, now, so this little bit of resin is still the 360 Plus by Platinum. I will link it down below for you. There's an Australian website and there's also an overseas website, because they are now shipping to more countries. And they've told me they will be shipping to the UK very soon. So that's exciting, isn't it? Small little Brisbane company taking on the world. Lovely to see. Quick little torch. Okay, so be really careful you don't torch your mold. Now I'm just going to look across the top and see if they're all got the same amount of resin in them. This one could do with a little bit. So yeah, I mixed up the Platinum 360 Plus. I did 75 grams of part A and 32 grams of part B, and that was obviously enough to fill these. Probably got a tiny little bit more room, but half an ounce extra. It's not worth me mixing up an extra half an ounce. They just won't be full to overflowing like most of mine usually are. So that's pretty much it, you guys. We'll leave it at that, and I'll unmold in the morning. So yay, they're looking really good. Another quick little light torch. You can, if you want to, spray these with alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. I've just got in my little demister bottle here, or mister, makeup mister, I don't know, because it's the back, so I don't mind having some spray on the back. There's a little bubble just there. I think it's on the previous layer though. Oh, I got it. There it is. Now, don't torch straight away. I've just sprayed alcohol. Wait until all the alcohol has evaporated before you go spraying, all right? Otherwise, it could be really dangerous, especially if you've got gloves on and the flames come up. So just be aware. There's a bubble there as well. I always have my little fire extinguisher handy, just there. So, yeah. Grab yourself a fire extinguisher for your studio if you don't already have it. You probably never need it, but if you do, it's there, all right? Anyway, getting back to the pour. I can torch that now. Those little bubbles just came up that I picked at. Tiny, tiny little torch. You can't even see that flame. It's a tiny little one. All right. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be so excited to unmold these tomorrow morning. Don't you love unmolding day? You get up and you go, yes, I've got something to unmold. Oh, and these are going to look amazing. You know, if you wanted to, you could do a darker background for that last layer that I just did. You might want to do like a black background or something. But I just want it clear, light, reminds me of spring. So I'll see you guys in the morning. It's the next day, and my spring thinkers are cured. Let's start over here. Let's start with the red one, shall we? Oh, I'm so excited to get it out. Now, what I did with the other set that I made, I started at the deepest section first, the feet down here. So, this is what, remember I said to you, remember, it's like a few seconds to you. It's been a long time for me. It's overnight. The feet are going to be clear. So we'll just loosen this middle section. I think it's easier just to make sure everything's loose before you start pulling it out. Do you want to see each one, or shall I unmold them all and then we look at them all? Yay, it's out, it's out. Oh. Now I'm going to just put it on a piece of black just so that we can see the flowers and everything, because it might be a little bit difficult with this mottled grey background. Look at that. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Let's do it this way. Ta-da! Oh, look at that! Oh, there's my little lady beetle. Oh, it looks so cute in there. Wow. Look at that. That is just amazing. And there's no bubbles. I can't see any bubbles. Yay! I love that. Love it. Oh my gosh. Side on view. So cute. Love it. Let's try the next one. Right, move that one out of the way. Let's do this one next. that little dot of resin off. Oops, sticking a tiny bit there. Alright, I'll loosen him all the way around. Be careful of any little sticking bits, just go gently with them. Okay. I think the yellow one's going to be my favourite, actually. I think so. I reckon it might be. Oops, I'm going to push these middle bits in. Don't forget to push the middle bits in first. Make sure that they're all loose. And be careful as well, because sometimes the edges can be quite sharp and you don't want to cut yourself. Alright, there we go. That's loose. That's loose. Okay, here we go. Wriggle it out. Oops, I haven't gone over the toe yet. There we go. Now we're good to go. Oh no, I've got a tiny little bit sticking in there. I did use my little torch, my tiny one, and look, I knew I shouldn't have, because I get so used to, you know, using a torch on my moulds, my homemade moulds, and then there we go, ta-da! And then you use them on this type of silicone, which is it's a different type of silicone. And I know I shouldn't do it, and then I do get these little tiny areas that get stuck, but it's okay. You guys, do as I say, don't do as I do, okay? Do not use a torch on this type of mould. All right, there we go. Oh, I love it. I love it. Told you this was going to be my favourite one. And this was the one that I really wasn't sure what I was going to do, because I didn't have much in the way of yellow flowers at all. There's the side. Look at that little bee. It's so cute. It's got little crystals in its wings. Oh, it's so cute. I will take you in for a close-up on all of them once I've unmolded them all. All right, let's get this one out as well. Now, this one's got two sections in the middle, which you've got to make sure that you push. But again, be careful, because the edges here are sharp. So if you're pushing in there, you could slice your finger. So normally I would fill these a little bit more. I'd dome them, but like I said, I was short just a tiny bit of resin, so I didn't end up doming them. Is that one sticking? No, it's okay. It's okay. All right, push that in. But if you do dome them, then you don't get that little sharp lip as much. If you fill them up as much as you can, plus a tiny bit more. Right. Deepest part first, get it over those little tootsie toes, and then we should be good to go. Pull these out. On the other side, pull those out. Okay. And then the head last. All right, I loosened that, had to cut a tiny little bit off. Oh gosh. So yeah, don't use your torch. There we go. Okay. Done. Done. All right. Oh. Now this one's got the butterfly in it. Look at those flowers. Look at those flowers. And hopefully I didn't overdo them, like overfill them with things. Hopefully it looks really pretty. Ta-da! Look at that. It's so pretty. Look at the butterfly, you guys. How pretty is that? Wow. And that's from the side. Oh, love it. Okay, here we go. I will set them up for you so that you can have a look at them. Up all these bright lights on them. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with them. Which is your favourite? Red, yellow, or blue? Which one do you prefer? I'm going to turn these bright lights off. Righto, there we go. Turn those bright LED ring lights off so that we can see them a little bit better without all that glare, hey? Look at that. Oh, I love them, I love them, I love them. Still got some natural light coming in through the window there, so it's a little bit glary. But I'll go and set them up on the other side of the room for you to have a little look at. There we go. I've got them sitting up on my bench. Look how amazing they look. Go in for another quick little close-up. There's the little bee. I love that they've all got the similar flower in their head, but just a different colour. Look at the shadows, the light that it's throwing on the wall behind. It's so cool. Wow, love it. All right, another set of thinkers done. I've got some ideas for another a few sets, so hope you don't mind. I'm going to be doing more. Loving them. All right, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed my video. Show me your thinkers. Pop them up on my Facebook page, Pouring Your Heart Out, and we can chat there. I'd love to talk to you all. All right, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for the next video. Bye for now.